It is fiberglassing day, and it is hecka windy right now. In case you're new here, let's get you caught up. We're Jeff and Kristen, a couple of Canadians finding ourselves hauling out in tropical St. Martin to tackle the biggest boat project we've ever done, replacing the teak deck on our Hallberg Rassy 352, ourselves. We have found some unhappy surprises along the way, including plenty of rotten core, though we can't say we didn't totally expect that to happen. Luckily, we had some friends who were willing to help us out for a couple days, and after what seemed like forever of prep work, we laid down new foam core and glass to the port side. Meanwhile, we continue to make custom fiberglass platforms to go over the chain plates to protect from water intrusion, all the while battling torrential rains and flooding in the yard, power outages, and bird baths. Our hard work is paying off though, and we are starting to put the boat back together, starting with our handmade windlass platform, and we get ready to lay 2 layers of 1708 all over the bow. I don't know how we did it, but we even managed to find time for a beer break. But now it's back to work. Let me show you our prep that we've done up at the bow. Hopefully it's not too windy right now for you. Starting actually with here. So here are all of our fiberglass pieces. We have them laid out in order that we were going to be grabbing them. And then some over here as well for the smaller pieces. It's very, very windy, so that's going to be a bit trickier. The epoxy resin is just going to like flip right off of our paintbrush. So we have protected the area as best as we can. We have garbage bag over the aluminum hatch here. We have tape along the tow rail and up there for any areas that we're going to be putting our hands down. And I'm going to be having to move this pretty soon because, as you can see, there's going to be some sun coming over to it, but that's okay for now. It's fine. Here's my mixing station. Windlass plate looks good right there. We're going to be fiberglassing over that and then just cutting out the hole once we're finished. It's wind whipping today, but at least that makes for cooler conditions for us. But it's also distracting because this is like banging everywhere and stuff. But anyway, time to get fiberglassing. How you feeling? Yeah, double glove as well, just in case your first set gets really, really disgusting and you just have to abandon them. We throw them overboard and then you have a clean pair.
I think we're okay. I think I got it.
We've done it before.
Yeah, it's just our first time
once.
Alone. But I mean, you know.
Yeah, we're basically doing the front and then just up to here is what we have it templated for. So I think it should be good.
So we're just gonna do it. Is what we're gonna do.
Basically, stop talking and more doing.
Get it over with is what we're gonna do.
And then feel good about it later.
Yeah, that's the good part.
Mm-hmm.
When it's all done, you sit back and yeah, we did that.
Yeah, exactly.
After 8,000 hours of prep to this deck.
It's true.
That's the part.
Oh no, that piece of tape is coming up over there. You want to put that down before it. Yeah. There we go. Excellent. Great job.
The wind's so intense out here, it's blowing the tape off the bow.
Okay. Oh my gosh. We're having a little water break. It's boiling hot and we are almost complete. The temperature feels like 43 degrees Celsius right now. Here's our progress. We have all of the layers of glass down. The fairing compound done up on that part. We had to do it that way first because otherwise we wouldn't be able to reach it because, as you can see, we can't sit here anymore. So we've done the 2 layers of glass for there. Now we're just giving it a tack break to tack up before we can put the fairing compound on, and a water break. And yeah, cleaning all of our tools break, finding around a little piece of shade break for the epoxy. Otherwise that'll go off really quickly. Success so far. We're almost done. And then we can give ourselves a real pat on the back because this was a lot of work. But when you look at it, it's not even covering that much area of the boat top. So that's kind of annoying. But this piece here and this piece here will be pretty quick to do. And then after that, it's just, yeah, it's not much. And then the back, and then. We are done for the day. So tomorrow, Jeff is gonna have to sand all of this fairing compound down. We're not sure if it's the right thickness or not. We will find out tomorrow. But it was a good day. We got it all accomplished. One step closer to getting out of here. A quick break to shout out our amazing patrons. Mike C., Wolfgang B., Aid Bateman, William Tubbs, Dennis and Sarah Collins, Colin and Stephanie Ibbett, Alan Sherrill, Kate Vidal, Siobhan and Travis LaMarche, Lindsay and Bruce Fraser, Brad and Jen Ibbett, Stevie Blanc, Sheen Marine, Alan Onderdonk, Lucian Peter Haggerty, and Matthias Thorin. We appreciate you all so much.
Scissors.
Why are our scissors in the bottom of the lagoon? So what happened to us yesterday, dear?
Well, we had to cut out some larger pieces of glass for the bow. So we came over here to this concrete. It's one of the only flat areas that can handle that job. So we were laying out the glass and we were getting our template, and we did that and cut one out. And then we were gonna lay out the glass some more and put some more pieces of template on that end. I can't remember why I walked away to go get something. But of course, when I did, a massive gust of wind comes and I hear Kristen go, "Oh no, oh no!"
Ah, shit!
And I look over and she's pulling all the glass out of the ocean and telling me,
Out of there, it all fell in. Almost all of it.
and telling me we don't have scissors anymore. So, and that was the end of our whole day for that task anyways. So here we are, round 2. It's the next day and we're gonna lay out the glass again.
We bought
The wind
new
is
glass.
low right now, so we gotta go.
$15 a yard and about 3 yards got in there, so.
So now we just wanna go fiberglass the bow. Is always nice.
That's
And there's
it.
just 1.5 million steps.
That's it.
Steps on steps on steps.
That was a complete disaster. It's a pretty ridiculous story, actually. It was a really, really sad part of the day.
All right, let's do it.
Now let's get back to work in the 43 degrees
I don't want to stand here in
weather.
the sun anymore. So
I know. All right. And now we have a new pair of scissors. Why it has to be so windy while we're trying to do this task is beyond me, but eventually with teamwork we're able to get the large pieces for the bow cut out with no further casualties. What are your thoughts? Could we have just rinsed out the glass, dried it, and still use it? Let us know. We have the one template done so far. So we're just cutting this one out and then we will do the other one afterwards. Great success. Also to note, yes I am wearing a pajama top as my t-shirt today because I've run out of work shirts that are moderately non-stinky. So that's what I do. Next step is to spread it out here on the bow, do another trimming. So as you can see, we have some area over here that is too high up on the side. Same over here, it's too high up. We just want it to be down like that. We are trimming the top here to match where the other piece of fiberglass ends underneath the bin. Next up, we are templating this middle piece here because now we have our pieces there, pieces here, and there's this little area in the middle here, a gap. So we're gonna make one more template, well, 2 more for the 2 layers of glass. And then we're gonna have a water break. It's hot. It's hot, it's real hot. You're hot, babe.
Thanks, babe. Yeah, especially when I'm wearing this outfit.
Do you think I'm hot too?
Oh yeah. Hottest pajamas I've seen.
Pajamas! Preparing the stern for more fiberglassing. It's a lot of prep work that goes into laying the glass on the decks. Oh my goodness. But the prep is the most important part to make sure that all of your hard work actually works and won't, what's the word? Won't make it so that you have to like redo it in a year or something and have be like flaking and stuff like that. So prep is very, 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 very important.
Delaminate.
Delaminate, that's the word. So we have constructed some extra sunshades here today. 2 of them, in fact, on either side. We bought some more little pony clip things like that, but we got some plastic ones, so hopefully they won't rust as badly. We've cut out the glass already, shaped it into here, so all of that is done. Jeff is just doing the final touches, and then we have to protect everything back here, put tape all along the tow rails and everything like we did on the bow. So let's go take a look at the bow and see what that's looking like, because it looks pretty good. Let me just come through the gauntlet here. Okay, this is what it looks like. We feel pretty good about it. And yeah, here's what it looks like in the back. Good morning for another fun-filled day of fiberglassing. We are going to be fiberglassing the stern decks today. You can hear Jeff out there getting some extra prep done, vacuuming something. There's always something that needs to be cleaned, that's for sure. The sun isn't quite up yet, which is perfect. That means it's less hot right now. And I'm still wearing the same clothes that I have for like the last 3 days because there's no point in changing to fresh ones when you're just doing the same disgusting job day after day. So I think later on today, after we're done this fiberglassing, we are going to be going for a swim to finally clean our bodies, then have a shower afterwards, and maybe do some laundry. We'll see what we can actually accomplish today because this is a big job for the back deck, but here we go. A ton of work goes into the prep before a project, including protection of areas not being worked on. It's a lot of plastic, tape, and time. We were almost finished when... It's raining.
Huh?
It's raining.
It's raining.
It's raining.
Oh my god. That is fucking ridiculous. Do you want to put that plate over the holes up front, or do you?
I did already. I put a tarp.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was a non-starter.
Why is it raining now? Seriously. This is ridiculous.
This is the stupidest little cloud that's going to go away, and now we're left with a wet deck.
Yep. That's not good.
Well, now we're delayed on our start.
Oh
wow, it's
god.
over there, like big. What the heck? Came out of nowhere.
Where did this? Yeah, this was not in the forecast. Shocker. Oh my god.
I mean, we're covered back here, but...
We are, but there's still going to be some water that's going to be coming down here like that. We're not covered fully back there. Oh god. Blue sky with raindrops everywhere. It's just so dumb. Like, really? Luckily, it doesn't seem like there's too much water on the deck, but it's still not ideal.
It's coming.
Ugh. Okay, it's like 15 minutes later, and now the sun is back out, and now it's extra humid. So now Jeff is going around using a heat gun to dry some of the areas on the back that got wet, and then we can start acetoning and get this party started. Okay, looks like we are finally prepped. Everything is covered as best as we can. Garbage bags and random pieces of plastic sheeting. We were using this plastic sheeting for our templates, and then after we did the templates, we don't need them anymore, so we just like repurposed them into being protection. We have a cowl vent here. We didn't know how else to protect it and make it visible, so we just put like a thing of cardboard around it. It works pretty good. First step is, you see where we have all of these circle Sharpie marks around some of the screw holes, and there's some more over here as well. These are kind of little divoted areas, and so before we lay the glass over top, we want to make sure we're not going to get any bubbles underneath because there's that air pocket there because they're lower down. So we're just going to use some thickened epoxy and fill them up flush to the deck, and then after that we'll be ready to lay glass. The starboard side is now complete. How do you feel about how it went?
It went pretty good, yeah. We're learning that we need to really be heavy-handed with the resin. So wet out the whole area, and then we like to put down a second heavy layer before we put the glass down. It helps it soak in from the bottom up. We're finding that even though we're doing that, it's almost like we need to be even heavier, or we're gonna leave a little bit of time between that first wetting out, just a few minutes.
To let it set up just a little bit?
Yeah, because we have a lot of hairline cracks in there, and we feel like it's actually taking some resin into it, and then if we move too quickly, we end up having some spots.
We're like moving
very
the
minor,
first
but
layer.
We're seeing them, yeah, and it's like we're just trying to solve why.
Yeah. All in all, it went pretty good.
Yeah, this is
there's not too many casualties that I can see anyway of random resin everywhere. And then
strap trick, did you show that? We had a hole there which we want to locate. It needs to be a specific spot. So we came up with this idea of using a sharpened zap strap to push through the glass and into the existing hole, so we know where to drill out later.
And those are the holes for our solar,
yeah,
that come up along here and then down there. You're looking real nice, honey, with palm tree right behind you, blue sky. All right.
We need to do our
water break
and then filler on this side.
Yeah, on that side.
No filler.
Oh, we're doing that first before doing the other side.
I think it's easier, right? we don't have to keep this whole
Okay.
side from kicking off. We'll finish this.
Okay, we'll have our water break and then we'll do our, what's it called though? It's not filler, it's, what's the word?
Fairing compound?
Fairing! Yes, our fairing over on the side. There we go, I'm a bit brain dead. We've been working hard.
All the chemicals.
It's all, yeah, it definitely is all the fumes from the epoxy. Anyway, we need some water.
Time's of the essence.
Okay. We finished the fairing on that side. Quick look. There you go. There you go. There you go. And now we finished this other side of the glass, and we are taking a break, having a water break and a beer break, because this has to get a little bit tacky before we put the fairing compound on. And then Jeff said, babe, look outside. A cloud of death is headed our way. It's over top of Marigot Bay over there, and we don't know if it's coming our way or if it's full of water or what, but we got to get this fairing compound down, so there's no time like the present. Let's go! This is what it looks like when we're working really fast and hard. I'm making the thickened epoxy with this filler stuff in this big bucket, and Jeff is back there wiping it on. Let's go see. Real quick. Time is of the essence. Here he goes. It looks like buttercream and it looks delicious and I want to eat it. But I know that I would then die. A big bucket of snow. And it's super, super light. And so I have to be so gentle with it when I'm mixing it in the epoxy. I cannot show that part to you because I need both hands, but you get the idea. I just finished mixing it. It looks like this. It's like a cinnamon bun icing or something. It looks delicious, right? Almost finished. Home stretch, babe. You're doing a great job. Another awkward position. Story of our lives. Nothing like a little bit of pressure from this rain cloud to get stuff done. Oh my gosh. That was a very successful morning. We started at 6 a.m. and it is now about 1:30, 2 o'clock, I think. Bits of raindrops starting to come right now. But I think, well, I'm not sure. I'm always wrong when it comes to weather, so we'll probably get annihilated right now. But, you know, at least we're finished and it's had like 5 minutes to cure. Nope, I lied. It's 2:40 in the afternoon and we're having an electrolyte as a treat. Well done to the Jocos. Just want to say thank you for watching our little videos here and for giving us all of your words of encouragement and support. We're getting a lot of people sending messages like, go Jocos, go, and you can do it, and kicking ass, and looking great. It really does help us to keep the momentum up because we are exhausted right now, but we do really, really appreciate it. Thank you. So my sister had a really good question. She said, why does fiberglass and rain not mix? Well, if you lay the fiberglass and it rains right on top of it, it just messes with the finish on it and then makes it kind of bumpy on the surface and harder to sand, and basically you want it to be smooth. So that's why rain sucks for fiberglassing, in case you didn't know. Ah, crap. We got the rain. We don't really have a way to protect this stuff.
Of course, right?
Gets it wet. Yeah, perfect timing. Perfect timing. Just having some pancakes this morning, finishing up some editing, and we had a knock on the hull this morning from some friends, and they're down below asking Jeff some questions about their water maker, and Jeff is helping them out. What a nice guy.
The pre-filtration is not starving it for water.
It's another lovely day in St. Martin. Bit more clouds in the sky today, which we are thankful for. Keeps the sun off of us a little bit more. Yesterday, Jeff was hard at work. He did all of the sanding of this whole side area, the bow, and everywhere in the back here to get that first sand to make everything nice and smooth. But that has turned up some problems for this section here. We always knew that this section wasn't perfect because we took the core out on this side and did not save the top skin to put back on in order to keep the slight curvature of the side decks here. So now we are in the process of having to even everything out. It's hard to tell on camera, but here is all flush. But then right down here, right there, it's a bit of a ski hill. And that is the same in a couple different areas as well. When we were doing the glass work, a lot of the epoxy came down here. And so there is a ridge along here. You can really feel it in there. So we have to figure out a way to make this all smooth again and to get back that slight curvature that the deck has over on the other side. So the solution that Jeff has come up with, he saw this West Systems guide has this, the West Systems repair manual. So explain to us a little bit what your idea is here.
All right, so we haven't started working on this side of the deck yet, so the curve is intact. So when we do this side, we did this whole area on the other side to get out the track.
Right.
And we thought there was no way for us to save the curb because we were also doing core all the way. But next time we're going to leave a strip across because we're not going to do core all the way. We don't think it needs it. We're going to do it basically in this area here. So we'll have strips here across that show the curve. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically recreate some strips like that on that side. So we're going to template this side, carry them over onto epoxy, thickened epoxy that we'll put across our repair on that side. And then we can run a batten between them. We'll do like 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4 on that side. Once we have those ridges pressed down with the template we're gonna make, then we can bring a batten across and put thickened epoxy in there and drag it across. And it'll get us pretty close. It'll get us within, well, definitely under 1/8 of an inch. Maybe hopefully a 1/16 of an inch or something like that. Somewhere in there anyways.
Because there's also some areas, there's like a bulkhead that is like right where your foot is kind of. And so the deck goes up a tiny little hump right along there. Yeah. But it does it on this side. And yeah, we have to recreate that as well because it has to all be the right heights for the tracks to go back down.
Here, a PVC foam board that someone was throwing away down there, 3/4 inch, is perfect for making these 3 templates, which we'll put over there. So the idea is that we'll
professional dumpster divers
templates from this side. We'll put thickened epoxy on that side in the exact locations measured off the cabin top so that we're in the same spot. And then we will press our templated pieces down into our thickened epoxy and let it cure. And that will leave us with that flat top ridge that is the same curve as this side.
Quite the process.
Yeah, it's a little bit involved.
Yeah.
But I just don't want to guess at it because it's so Willy Wonka over there.
Yeah. Definitely not our best work over there. We have since learned a lot more about fiberglassing, and so all of these areas are like perfect.
Scroll the wheel. And we're going to drag the bottom point on the deck and the top pencil, which I'm going to make a little bit longer. Oh shit.
Well, our dividers just broke. Great timing, dividers. Great timing. Jeff has jerry-rigged them. We do have another set because 3 is 1 and 2 is none. So actually we should have a 3rd pair. But anyway, making it work. Getting her done. We just finished cutting out the template on that side. So now we're going to fit it over on this side and see how much of gaps we have.
Shit show.
Well, we already know we have a big one, but you know. Stay tuned to see if this method works out for us or if we come up with another plan. It's going to be a lot of work either way. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.